So today we are going to talk about a Arbonne Zoom I was able to get into about, I think, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month ago. I don't remember the exact time. Sorry about that. And I really appreciate all of my subscribers. I'm sorry I've been behind. I'm really working on it. I've just been busy. I probably will be a bit busy for the next few months to get recordings done, but I'm going to try to as best as I can to get as many recordings done as possible. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment. I appreciate everybody. And let's get started. My bad. I did not have the volume turned on yet.
Guys tonight.
Recording in
if
progress.
you have never heard of Arbonne, I'm just so excited to be able to share with you what Arbonne has done for me, my story, what all it entails, and I just truly cannot wait to share a little bit about me, and hopefully you guys can see yourself in this story. And I want to tell you right now, if you cannot tell, I want to tell you that I am a human being just like you. I have nothing special about me. I am here sharing my heart with Arbonne, and Arbonne has truly changed my life, and I want to be able to kind of tell you a little bit about my story and where I got started and how I found Arbonne, because I want to tell you right now, I am just like you. And when I say that is because I'm going to tell you my story, but then I also have like bullet points that I want to make sure that I share with you, so that I want to remind you that if you see me sharing something or talking about something and you think I could never do that, I want to tell you right now that we will always equip you with information and guidance. And that's the best thing about Arbonne. So I was actually in network marketing for 5 years prior to even being introduced to Arbonne. I was with another health and wellness company, and I was showing up and I was doing all the things. I don't know if anybody else has ever been a part of another network marketing company before, or maybe you are right now. And I was doing all the do. I was doing all the things that I was supposed to. I was in the top of that company, and I truly was just super unfulfilled. But I had found a social media friend, my upline, Anissa, and I had just fallen in love with her presence, what she talked about, what she shared, who she was. And I could.
And I only just recently learned that she was in Beachbody prior to this, because I've talked to her a couple other times, and I did not realize she was in Beachbody. So it is a relatively obvious now that I see it that a lot of network marketers haven't been have been in other network marketing companies as well. They are serial network marketers. Basically, they it's very rare that they leave fully. It's very much a common practice, it seems, that they just continue going until they never stop. Until maybe they learn. I don't know. It's very rare. But that's one thing I wanted to chime in. I learned that she was in Beachbody. Not a big fan of that either. But let's go on and hear what she has to say.
Not ignore when she was talking about Arbonne. And honestly, it was because a lot of the stuff that she did, it looked fun. It looked pretty. It looked like a community. And that was truly what I was lacking in my business at the time. So what I did, I tried our skincare routine. It did not conflict with the products that I was already sharing. It didn't conflict with what I was using. So I was like, here is what I have to do. I'm going to try their skincare because I was truly looking for a skincare routine. I had just invested in another random company on Instagram. And I thought to myself, if I trust her, if I know her and I believe her, why would I not believe that she really does love these products? So I got in our Age Well line. If you guys have ever heard of it, it is an incredible.
I wanted to jump in here. I'm sorry again. I tried to stay as still as possible when I record these on my phone, but sometimes as I'm trying to fumble around my two kids, it doesn't always work out well. So I apologize again that it rotates in between, because I try to stay as still as possible. And next time, if I'm able to, I'll just make sure I have my phone sitting out and still so it doesn't have that issue again. Just letting you all know, I'm very sorry.
Line, it took a couple days and I fell in love with it. My skin looked brighter, it was fresher, it was nicer, like the texture had just changed. And for me, I was like, there is no way it is this good. So I was that other person that's like, I gotta try one more product. In the meantime, I was still in my current business. So I love health and wellness. So I tried our shakes. It was the game changer for me. I was like, Arbonne is too good for me to ignore. So for myself, I was like, I'm jumping in. I couldn't ignore the tug on my heart that I felt like Arbonne was home, because I had so many outlets that I could use. I was able to talk about skincare. I was able to talk about makeup. I was able to talk about health and wellness. I was able to talk about so many things, and all of it.
But don't you realize the same thing can be said about just about every company out there that's in an MLM? Like, uh, within the MLM space or industry or whatever, majority of them have a huge line so the reps do not leave. That is the common problem here. You guys are so sucked into these products that you love that they want to keep adding on, so you will never buy other products outside of that. If they sold home good stuff, you'd probably buy that too, just in my opinion.
All of it came from Arbonne. On top of that, I'm already dairy-free, gluten-free. And the fact that all of our products literally are dairy-free, gluten-free, that's my favorite thing about it. It was the thing for me that was like, okay, this aligns with who I am and what I love and what I offer. Why would I not have this at a discount and be able to share these products just like I see other social media influencers? So I jumped in with the business full feet, like full force, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, in June of last year. I came in and I just came out guns blazing. Honestly, I just came in and I shared my testimony. I'm like, I could not ignore these products. I love them. I love how they made me feel. I love the accessibility. I love what they stand for. And you guys, when I say what they stand for, I'm like talking about Arbonne too, like the company. I love that what we have is sustainable. I love that we've been around for 40 some years. I love that our products are clean. They're dairy free, they're gluten free, they're soy free, they're vegan. Like that right there alone is incredible, because Arbonne is a health and wellness company. And the main focus that we have is to embrace for a healthier mind, a stronger body, and a beautiful skin. And the fact that we are B Corp certified, you guys, that means that we balance out profit, people, and the planet. It's not just about us. It's not just about profit. It's not just about getting in quick and making a quick buck. It is about getting products that you love, using them, and being able to help other people do the exact same. We're committed to sustainability, meaning that we're going to decrease waste and increase recycling. We're helping people flourish with Arbonne. And it's a good thing to feel knowing that the products that you're using are not just benefiting you, but they're benefiting other people. And I just fell in love with that. And I showed up unapologetic. I showed up with my full heart, with all intentions of like, if I love this, who am I to not share about it? And that was the biggest thing for me. I love these products enough that it didn't matter who didn't love it, because I just wanted to shout from the rooftops. I love our CC cream. I love how my skin looked. I love how I felt. I love everything that Arbonne offered for me. And so I came in with the idea of like, I'm going to share this to whoever wants to listen to me. You guys know what it's like when you try a new restaurant for the first time and it's so good. Like you're like, hey, have you tried this out? That's what it's like with Arbonne, being able to offer products that you stand behind and loving them and having that recommendation that you're able to talk about with those who are around you. So I do want to talk about the business side of things, because I fell in love with the product so much that my business was literally like, it felt secondary to me, because I couldn't stop talking about the products, because at the end of the day, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to get products in people's hands because I knew how much I loved it. So that being said, when you think about what your work looks like, what would it feel like to you to be able to work with your best friends? What would it feel like to you to have time freedom if you're—
Granted, those things are good, but I feel like that could be a damaging thing on even anyone's best friends, because in the end, if you realize that they're the reason that you're getting the numbers you're getting, and if they're part of your downline, I would feel kind of crappy, or really crappy, knowing that they're losing money and I'm not getting, and they're not like actually able to live off the money that they had to keep spending every month. Like they're having to constantly recruit just to keep up with any type of lifestyle that they try to portray. It just seems like a endless cycle of craziness that I don't understand.
willing to put in the work? What would it feel like to you to be able to have a global business online that you're able to work straight from your phone? That means you're able to help people from your phone And it's not about adding products into their life. It's truly about switching out products that they already have. People are already washing their face. People are already putting on makeup. They're already probably have a skincare routine. They already have.
I hate when they throw that around though, because I barely wear makeup. Like most of the time, most of my videos, I have no makeup on. I never do anything with my hair. I shower because I feel weird going on camera and feeling like I haven't showered. I know this may be weird, but like if I go on camera and I hadn't showered in a couple days, I feel like you could tell it through the video, like that I haven't showered. So that, like, just because someone may like to wear makeup now and then doesn't mean everybody wears makeup. And I'm happy for anybody who can put makeup on and do it every day because I can't. And not everybody washes their face either. Like, granted, they should, but they don't. There's plenty of things that not everybody does. So I feel like they always are trying to throw that around because they're like, oh, well, then you'll like to do this. It's like, okay, but not everybody likes to do the makeup aspect. Not everybody remembers to wash their face every day. Not everyone is into health and wellness in the same aspect as you. And doing health and wellness companies are so sketchy, like for the MLM stuff, because they're not trained and they're not dietitians. They're not in any way able to tell someone like this is not healthy because they don't have a degree in it. So that's very dangerous, in my opinion.
Have so much that they're using, but you're able to help them switch out to cleaner products and to be able to use that and be able to get it at a discount, buy it from their own store, and be able to offer it to other people. We have the opportunity to earn rewards and incentive trips based upon your sales and the sales of your team. So here's what I'm telling you right now. When it comes to work, it's really hard for us to wrap our brain around it being fun, but it really can. It can be fun. I just took a trip with all of my girlfriends to Vegas at our conference that you guys, if you were watching, you saw the energy. The energy was real. The excitement was real. And all we want to do is be able to share that with other people because we know what it's like to not feel that. We know what it's like to not feel a part of something. And the fact that that's part of our business, it's one of my favorite things because I think of the people that we can relate to, the people that we can talk about and talk to. And like, maybe it's a stay-at-home mom, or maybe it's the busy woman that you know who is working tons of hours and never sees her family and doesn't have friendships. When I think of that, I think of that.
But I feel like they're always using the community aspect as such a manipulation, in my opinion, because there's many areas where you can get friends. Just because someone works a lot doesn't mean she doesn't have friends at that job. Those things are not brought into mind. You can have friends at your job. Just because you work at a job doesn't mean you don't have friends. And the community that they always push for isn't, in my opinion, to be the most trustworthy of group of friends, because you know the only reason that they're wanting you to stay is because you are earning money for them. So people at your job aren't benefiting off of you being their friend outside of work. They're just your friend outside of work and at work. They're not benefiting anything from just being your friend there. They don't need to worry about you having to, or they don't have to worry about asking you to like buy a certain amount of products every month just to stay active. So there is a difference. There's a major difference.
Part of my business that I want to share. Because I know at the end of the day, I want to have my friends in my business with me. I want them to be able to have healthy, clean products. I have people that want to be a part of Arbonne for the simple fact that we offer clean ingredients, we offer that sustainability, we offer the friendships, we offer the community, all of that's included. But the best part about our products is that you can stand behind them knowing that they are clean products, that they are formulated with plant-based ingredients. You guys, we ban over 2,000 ingredients that most of America does not do. Our company has always been cruelty-free, always been vegan, and formulated as gluten-free. One of the smartest factors of switching to Arbonne is the fact that we're consumable products. That means if you get somebody who is in love with the Derm Results, our brand new glow line that we have, when they fall in love with it, they're going to use it and they're going to run out. And then what are they going to do? They're going to purchase that again. The same with our fizz sticks, the same with our protein powders, all of which are dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free. Like the fact that we offer all of this for you guys, like they offer that for us, is incredible, because when we have products that people are going to use and they're going to run out, then they're able to show up, they're able to get those products in their hands time and time again, and you're able to help them. And the thing that I loved about Arbonne that really, really drove me in was that I was able to help whoever meet them where they're at. If my best friend was like, hey, I'm out of concealer, I'm like, great, let me help you get set up. Here, try our concealer. And one of the best parts about it was I was able to build that trust with her right then and there. I was able to have her try out the product and be able to be like, you know what? I really do love this product. I really do love how it makes my skin feel. What else do you have? With this business specifically, we are volume based, so that you're able to build your business. And that was one of the things that got me whenever I was looking at this company, is that I knew that if it was volume based, I was willing to work hard in my business and I was willing to attract.
But even if you have an incentive job, it's still more achievable than this, because you're still, I believe most incentive jobs, correct me if I'm wrong, you can still get paid an hourly rate plus your bonuses from whatever you sell. So you don't have to work twice as hard as these people, but you can still work hard and get your incentives from your customers that you're helping. I feel like they forget a lot of areas of jobs that pay these things, that give you those incentives. Granted, is everything good in the US? Not really, but that ability to do it is good. And I'm sure it's everywhere, but like the way how things are run in companies is odd sometimes, but you know, just my opinion.
Hard workers. And whenever you are a volume-based business, that means every order matters. Everybody's order, whether that be what they're selling or what they're buying. It helps me show up and it helps.
So she also is saying, without saying it, whoever's in your downline buying stuff, regardless of if you are also buying stuff, you benefit from them buying stuff. Not because they're customers, but because they're a part of your downline and they have to buy stuff in order to stay active.
Me share differently because I want to help everybody that I'm able to. And when you're helping those around you, when you have an incredible 90-day money back guarantee, that helps you ensure that when you're helping somebody get set up, you feel like you can help them thoroughly. And understanding that and knowing that, it's incredible for them and for you, because you're able to build a sustainable business knowing that you can stand behind your products, and if they don't love it, you can help them have their 90-day money back guarantee. Have that be a positive reinforcement, have that be a positive encounter with them. That right there alone is incredible. So I want to ask you, what would that look like for you if you could use products that you were already using, but replacing them with cleaner products? And what would it look like if you could just earn a little extra money? What would it look like if you were your own boss, that you were able to go to the kindergarten show, you were able to go on that hiking trip, you were able to take advantage?
You are able to ask off. Granted, it'd be nice if we are ask off and vacation policies in our jobs were much more flexible and engaging with our families than it is in the US. But to say that you have to, like, you work from everywhere. You don't work from just anywhere. You work from everywhere. So regardless of if you want to take off, you're also still going to talk to any moms that you meet at that PTO meeting or any soccer game you go to for your kids. Any of those things, you're still recruiting people. You're not actively being a parent and playing with your kids, paying attention to them, giving them what they need, which is time, attention, and care. That's the issue, that when you say, I have the ability to hang out with my family. Okay, but how likely are you hanging out with your family and being present with your family? How likely is it that you're actively being a part of that? Outside of if you are a upline and you have a huge downline, you have the ability to be more active, yes. But if you don't, you still are constantly working.
Vacation because of the hard work that you're putting in? What would that look like for you? What would it be like to set your own schedule to improve your overall well-being? Because you guys, that's what Arbonne is. our goal in general is to help you flourish, to help you feel better, to help you be better. Not just put good on your skin, but take care of your gut, take care of your skin, take care of your health, take care of everything around you. Like, I love that Arbonne gives us so many choices into taking care of us. What would it be like for you to help change other people's lives? What would it be like for you to help that mom that you know that is struggling? Maybe money isn't the thing for you specifically. Maybe you're doing great. But what would it be like for your best friend that you know is struggling and you're like, listen, I want to lock arms and I want to do this together? What would it feel like to help her build a sustainable business by giving her that opportunity, to being like, here, just try these products, and have the option of being able to share it organically, whether that be on social media, whether that be in-home parties. You guys, I thought of this. We just had our event this last week, right? There was a reason that the energy was different when we're there together, because it is incredible when you can get a group of women together and knowing that you're wanting to show up and be better together. That right there changes things. So if you're listening to me say this and you're like, I don't have a huge social media following, I don't have X, Y, and Z. Sister, you have a house. You have a room. You have an open heart. You have a big heart. And I can tell you do, because you're here on this call. And whoever invited you thought enough of you to tell you that you're worthy of this. You're worthy of the success. You're worthy of showing up for this. And I want to tell you right now, before you write yourself off and say that you can't.
And this is the aspect of love bombing when they say you are worthy of this. Okay, let's get real. The only reason they're saying you are worthy of this is because they want your money. And to say that you get better, you can be a better person by choice. If you do it because you're in an MLM, that's very culty and it's very odd and off-putting, because if you have to join a cult to be a better person, then maybe you aren't really a better person, in my opinion. Maybe you are just better because you joined this cult. Just putting that out there.
Can't. I want to tell you, yes, you can. Because here's the thing, network marketing, it is huge. Side hustles are big right now. Whether you're fulfilled in your
Side hustles are big all the time because the US doesn't put caps on things that they need to. That's why. This is the trouble we have in this country. Hence why I'd rather move out of this country, in my opinion, because it sucks sometimes. Well, not sometimes, a lot of times, honestly. Because if the reason side hustles are so big is because the economy that we are in now does not care about the generations that are now. That is the issue here. Because if they did, they would make things more achievable, more fiscally uh more attainable for everybody, not just for the wealthy, because let's get real, it is more about the wealthy, not the people but that like everyday people like us who need it. This is the main reason why this is why I have like not really a side hustle, but like I babysit. Granted, it's not gonna be forever. It's gonna be till like February, because mentally and physically I am not. I can handle my two kids. Is the money nice? Yes, but I'm not going to overwork myself to the point where I'm like I'm okay to be a stay at home mom with two kids. I cannot handle four. After that, I'm like nope, nope, nope. But I would gladly do YouTube and like other stuff to make money, because I can actually achieve those things outside of having two kids, knowing I'm not going to have to stress myself out. So the only reason things are so hard and have to be uh you have to have added side hustles is because of this. If we did have a more focused economy around helping others, like the poor, the homeless, which is ridiculous. We have homeless in the US and in general. But those things shouldn't be a thing. That's what I'm saying. The side hustles could be fun regardless. Like you could have them, but there's most side hustles are a need. They're not even because you want to. It's because you have to. And that's the problem here. That's at least for me. side hustles aren't always because you want to do something fun just to make a little money. No, side hustles are needed because you just don't want to die. You don't want to go homeless. You don't want to starve and y- like all these things. Sorry for the rant, but like this is why side hustles are so prominent in the US. I guarantee, not really guarantee, but I highly doubt if we asked other countries how many people have side hustles, they probably don't have that many because they don't need to. But end of rant.
Full-time job or whether you're working home. This is me telling you, side hustles are where it's at. They're estimated for a $1.4 trillion income. That was in 2018. Can you imagine what it's like right now? Social media is growing, but so is in-home parties. And I want to tell you right now, I love getting together. I love being able to try out samples of things, to be able to just maybe do a skincare routine together, to maybe see what it's like to have clean ingredients on your skin. And you can talk about that together. I love that. Because whenever you are together, it helps build up the belief within each other. And I'm telling you right now, this is a global business. Like we are in 6 countries. So you know that this is not just in your social media and it's not just your living room. You have the opportunity and the availability to do it whenever, whether it's a coffee date, whether it's standing in line at the grocery store, you have someone you can talk to, whether it's your dentist or your chiropractor. When you're walking around and you feel better, I'm telling you right now, people notice. They can see the glow that you have. They can be like, what are you doing? Like, you look so good. It's not always about physical appearance, but it's about how you show up and the energy that you project. Because here's what I want to tell you right now. When you get that sample in their hands and then they say yes and you get that first sale, what would it feel like to get a paycheck the following Tuesday? Because we get paid weekly. We get paid from our personal sales commissions, because we have 3 ways of getting paid, by the way. Personal sales for your commissions. That's everything that you are selling. You also have the secondary is our overrides. And that's where not just everything that you are selling as a team, but as your team collectively sells. You have that at the end of the month. That right there alone can truly change the trajectory of your life if you show up and you believe it and you help other people believe in themselves and you help them get their people started. Like it's addicting. It's attractive because when you are showing up as the best version of you, people want to spend time with you. They want to do business with you. And the third way that you're able to earn is our cash rewards. And that is based upon that whatever level you are in the company, you have the availability to earn your end of month rewards, including our Mercedes-Benz that starts at our 3rd level and 4th level of RVP, which is regional vice president, or NVP, which is national vice president. And if you're wanting to know anything at all about our income and what typical earnings look like, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com. But I'm telling you right now, this is not something that you want to sit on. You are already using these products and you have the availability to show up and share a product, whether that be a lip oil, whether that be a skincare routine, whether that be a quick 5-minute phase, or maybe you're someone who's really suffered issues for a long time. What would it feel like to not only feel your best, but to feel good sharing that with other people, to know that who you stand behind it 100%. So when Sally Joe tells you no, it's okay because you love it so much. You love it enough for both of you. You love it enough that even if you get a no, you know that someone else is going to tell you yes. So I just want to tell you, there's a couple ways that you can get started depending on what you're looking at. You can be a preferred client, which that is where I have a lot of my girls start because I want to get the products in your hands. I want you to feel the difference. Even if you're attracted to the business model, which is incredible, when it comes down to it, when you're a preferred client, you build your testimony because you're going to know this skincare did this for you, Fizz did this for you. You're going to have that belief in your back pocket that no one else can waver from you. So if you start out as a preferred client, it's a one-time $29 fee. That's so incredible, you guys. One time for the year for $29, and that gets you 20 to 35% off. That right there is incredible. You're already saving money. It's just like having a Sam's Club card that you're able to go in and purchase anytime you want to. There's no auto ship. There's no monthly fee. There's no minimum requirements. And maybe you're someone that even if you're like, you know what?
Well, I've watched plenty of these and learned a lot about these MLM companies, and I'm pretty positive that's false. But I'll double check it then.
I want to do this right now. I want to do it right now. You can start your business as well as an independent consultant for $49. And that's going to get you 30 to 35 to 40% off of all of your orders. Once again, so whenever you want to order, and then you have the availability to use a product, talk about it, share, and earn commission right then and there. So I just want you to just take a second and recognize that you're on this call for a reason. You're on this call because you are looking for more, whether that be more income, more belief, more friends, more community, whatever that looks like. You're on this call for more. And so I just want you to take a second and believe in yourself that whatever it is you're showing up for, you know that it's possible for you. You know that you can have it. You know that you can build a team. You know that you can have belief. You know that you can have in-home parties and feel so proud of yourself. I know that you can, because here's what I want to ask you. If you are going to repeat what you have been doing right now and your life looks the exact same in 3 to 5 years from now, how is that going to make you feel? Obviously, I cannot.
But there's also no guarantee, and she's already going to say this, but there's no guarantee that anyone will get further if they join also. So you can't make those promises and assume that it's going to happen, because you cannot make those promises.
Guarantee success. I cannot tell you that this is going to be the most successful part of your life, but I can tell you right now that if you show up and you share diligently and you
Then what can you tell us? Because you're really not, you're just speaking in circles now, because you're not making a point in how you're saying. Because if all you're wishing is community and the health benefits, you're just saying you want more customers. You just want more recruits. Not because you actually care if they in any way improve their life. Because you guys cannot make that guarantee. At least with a job, you have the opportunity, the not an opportunity, the guarantee of making money at that job. Granted, our minimum wage, and I'm going to say it again every time in these types of videos, but granted, our minimum wage needs to be like $25 to $30 with the way the economy is, because people starve every day. So until that day comes, jobs at least that pay have a lot more lenience or leverage than what these people offer, because they are not paid hourly rates. They're not paid unless they have a huge social media presence. Like if you have over 1,000 followers on any platform, you are most likely to be monetized. So if they don't have a huge following, how are they also, outside of working for Arbonne, are they able to make extra money? They aren't. They have to stay with the job that they have. So to say that you can't guarantee it when we already know you can't, it's frustrating. That's all I'm saying.
believe in yourself, you won't care who says yes who says no, because you're going to be so excited of who's going to say yes. So I just want to ask you, what's holding you back from trying the products, from trying this out? Because the worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to get products in your hand and you're going to get a great discount on them either way. You have a 90-day money back guarantee. You have a consultant who believes in you. They invited you here on this call because they know that you are worth showing up for and you're worth trying.
I hate when they always say they believe in you. No, I can fairly certainly say they didn't. They were just hopeful that you said yes to joining a Zoom call, not for the fact that they saw potential in you, because they do all these messages with everybody.
I don't have a shadow of a doubt in my mind that you would be successful in this business if you would try it out and have the belief in their products just like I have. So I'm going to ask you, make sure and reach out to the consultant that invited you on this call. Tell her your biggest takeaway. Ask her the biggest question that you have, because I want to tell you right now, there is no one on this call that invited you that doesn't want to share the belief that they have caught themselves. They know that it's possible for you. And so I want you to know that it's possible as long as you're showing up and you're sharing exactly what your heart feels. I want to thank you guys so much for showing up to this call. It's truly been incredible. I love being able to share my heart. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. And I pray that you have that tug on your heart and you listen and you just try, because you never know if this is going to be the one decision that's going to change your life.
All right. Well, that was not in any way culty. I'm saying that sarcastically because it is very culty. The fact that these reps make all these claims that they're not allowed to make about things that they're not allowed to say, because we already know it's not guaranteed. None of the money that they say you could make is a guarantee. and they give a lot of false hope for people who desperately need it, and then they like brainwash them to think that if you do this enough and quit your job, you'll do it. No, you'll just end up losing more money. It's not a guarantee, and if you are, you're very lucky to get ahead, but you're doing it to step on other people's heads and like necks and stuff like that. So it's not the most ethical way of doing it, and that's my issue. You could do so many other things, so many better things than getting people to join under you just so you can make money off them for however long that lasts. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this video. I know it's kind of a quick video, but I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.